Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Mickey Joe.
I'm Aeron James.
And I'm Ellie, who talks theatre.
And we are here today in London. We are all theatrical content creators, enthusiasts, fans, and friends, but not for the next hour, because we are about to go head to head in what is accidentally our second annual West End Scavenger Hunt.
Did we look it up how long ago it was?
It was 11 months ago.
Wow.
Is what YouTube told me the last video was,
And we
because I
thought
just
this
looked
was
it up.
going to be like weekly or monthly.
We did. With the best of intentions, it has been almost an entire year, and Ellie has been in custody of this medal for a year, and today Aeron and I will attempt to steal it from her by completing a series of different tasks and challenges throughout London's West End, which are worth different amounts of points based on how complicated or challenging they are.
Or emotionally taxing.
Or emotionally taxing, that too. Some of the challenges are the same from the last time. If you've already watched our first West End Scavenger Hunt, feel free to check that video out. Some of the challenges are new, some are slightly updated. The hope is that we can show you stuff around the West End, and also in the process maybe educate a little bit about the theatres that are here and how you can get between them, and maybe help you to plan for a West End theatre trip, or just enjoy spending time with us vicariously. Yeah. How are we feeling? Who's feeling confident today?
Well, the thing is, if you look at my track record, right, I go from win to lose to win to lose to win. So
Quite
whatever
spectacularly.
happens today,
Yeah.
I feel like I've won. If I win, then hey, I've won. If I come second, I've broken the track record and finally have placed in a placement I've never placed before. And if I lose, I'm continuing that track record on. So, you know, I'm feeling fun.
Aeron
Everything's
James,
right.
are we manifesting confidence?
I don't know. It was a very I woke up this morning not knowing I was doing this, so I'm feeling that the energy and vibe of being a little bit sleepy.
Okay.
I will say we have not been in London for over a week.
No, this is going to be...
This is actually, I think that's my
surprised.
biggest thing is normally we do this and we're in London so often that it's like breezy, but actually we're a little bit...
It's been a bit of a break. This is going to be a little bit
behind on London.
A little bit of a recall for us. We are going to start momentarily. We are going to have an hour to get as much done as possible for a total of 100 points. We are about to do a West End scavenger hunt. Let's go. We are here in Soho Square. This is also going to be our finish line. As long as you are anywhere within Soho Square in 1 hour's time, then you don't lose 1 point per minute that you are late. I've got the list of tasks here. I do not at this stage have a plan,
No.
which I probably shouldn't have announced in front of my competitors.
I really don't.
Oh, it's got 46! It's got 46! Go! I am embarking, I am off. I have 1 hour to get as many points as possible, and what just happened is exactly what I thought would happen, which is they have both gone that way to at Soho Place, because one of the tasks is explicitly at that theatre and only at that theatre.
I am walking the exact same road as Aaron.
I feel like me and Ellie are doing the same
I'm
thing.
just going to walk slightly faster.
So, no, you are
and
not.
not going to by car.
And a bike. Wait, are we just doing the same two ones first? Because if so, let's just do it together.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause What's
This is fun.
What's the point in doing it separately if we've got the same plan?
Per the rules that we have discussed, we cannot use the same theatre more than once, so they have gone straight there, and I didn't want them to know where my next move was. I wanted to make sure that I headed off in a different direction, so I've gone the opposite way, and I'm going to Soho Theatre in the hopes that I can find a London Theatre magazine copy, and maybe a flyer as well. I can use the same theatre to find both of those things, because it's not to do with the theatre itself, it's just hopefully a location where I can grab those items.
We are walking down towards at Soho Place because I believe we're both trying to find out who is performing tonight. And who is it, Ellie?
Is Ambika Mont.
Yeah, so Ambika Mont is performing in Every Brilliant Thing today, and you can tell who's performing by the poster that is on right above the theatre entrance. This is at Soho Place, one of the newest West End theatres, and that is how you can tell who is performing today's Every Brilliant Thing, because the cast rotates, which is really cool. Ding ding for both of us. Now, which way are you going, Ellie?
I'm going to go down towards Dominion, so I'll see you later.
Me too.
Oh, okay, no.
I'd already planned to go to the Dominion, so this is just a thing that we are doing.
I'm leaning back on myself a bit.
Here it is, Soho Theatre and Bar. They have a little play script shop where hopefully I can find some of the items that I need. I have had success with a caveat, but while I am here, one of our tasks is to show you a production that transferred from elsewhere, and the one behind me, just here, that you can see there, played previously at the Traverse Theatre at the Edinburgh Fringe. I didn't see it there, but I saw basically everything else that the Traverse was doing. Meanwhile, I have been into the Soho Theatre to collect a copy of London Theatre magazine. A little bit tricky because you have to request it from the bar because the box office space is only open in the evenings. But I do have a copy, and our task is to show you who is on the cover. It is Mark Antolin and Andy Nyman for The Producers, currently playing at the Garrick Theatre in the West End.
Just a tiny bit of the road to the Dominion Theatre, and we are going to see where the Devil Wears Prada is, which is at the Dominion Theatre, because there is a massive shoe, which is part of the marquee, which is just there. So that is the shoe. And Ellie, do you want to say what there is?
So on the bottom of the heel, if you look right underneath the heel, you can see the year that Prada opened.
How cool is that? So we're going to cross the road to the shoe. I will film it, and then I will show you what is under said iconic Devil Wears Prada shoe. Now I've got to find the number. Oh, Ellie knows where she's off to. Oh wow, yeah, so
That's
if you see
all.
there, it says
That's all established 2024. Now I'll see you later because that also counts for me. Bye.
Okay, Ellie's off, and so am I. I am going this way.
I'm just kind of walking this way without much thought. I do want to go to the Palladium, which I've calculated it. And because there are 100 points total and 60 minutes, we should be allowing 36 seconds per point. So even if I do the Don't Cry for Me Argentina thing, it's not worth the amount of time it takes to get there and back, but I'm going to try and do it anyway, because that's just the kind of person that I am, and I'm hoping I can make that up with other tasks. And what would be even better is if I can get to and from the Palladium on a bus with a show ad, but that timing is going to have to work out perfectly. So I'm walking up to Oxford Street to head left, which is one of the places I like least to be in London because it's so busy. Major shopping street. I'm seeing Labubus everywhere. My goodness. Oh, I suppose I could look for Wicked merch on Oxford Street. Didn't think about that, did I? Nope.
So my pathing for this one is less planned out. Last time I had a whole plan and it really worked well for me. This time, she ain't got that. It's all good. Everything's fine and dandy and great. What I'm doing now is I'm kind of going the back streets a bit, which is probably not the greatest idea because I'm already losing quite a bit of time. But if I can kind of go back streets a bit, I'm going to head to the Shaftesbury. If I can go to the Shaftesbury, I'm going to make my way a really awkward way around that way, because eventually I want to make my way back round so that I can end at Palladium and make my way back to Soho Square that way. Because I think that's going to be the best way. If we now have a set ending place, I need to do that. I may look back at myself. I'm not the best with geography. And they're playing Mario Kart. Oh no, it's Shrek Kart. It's Shrek Kart, everyone. That's delightful, but it gets me no points, so...
So, there we go. So I'm going to head down towards the Phoenix Theatre because one of the things on our list was to find an icon that represents a theatre, and I know exactly where to go. So, the Phoenix Theatre is just down here, and obviously it's named after a phoenix, and they have phoenixes on the outside, so that will count as a representation of a theatre without the name. There are pigeons. Oh, a very cute dog.
There is a building somewhere here on Oxford Street that used to be a theatre called the Princess Theatre, and it hasn't been a theatre for a very long time, but it is a former theatre, which is another one of our tasks. My hair is not anything I want it to be today, but winning is more important. There's a bus down there on the wrong side of the street, but I will get on it if I have to. Taxi? I need to not say taxi too loudly because they might think I'm hailing them. I think that building is Princess House, which used to be the Princess Theatre. What's on that taxi? Workday? That's an AI. Worst case scenario. Are you Princess House? Has this journey been worth it? Is Sports Direct selling Wicked merchandise? All these questions. This is Princess House, Princess Theatre, used to be here.
You can see Stranger Things, but that's not what we're here to find. We are here to find a phoenix. Oh, I see tons of phoenixes. So this is the entrance, one of the entrances to a Phoenix Theatre. If you can see, the marquee is adorned with numerous phoenixes. Right, now we're going to head round the corner, literally, to what was the Savile Theatre, then it became an Odeon. So this is a former theatre that is actually going to become a theatre again. I'll show you the back of it because I think it's more clear that it was a theatre from this side. You can see where all the dressing rooms were. But they were all dressing rooms. And I always kept being like, it's so sad that this is probably one of the only few big West End houses that doesn't exist anymore. But it's going to exist again.
Hello and welcome to the Shaftesbury Theatre, currently home for just one day. And Just for One Day originally started at the Old Vic Theatre and transferred to this one, where it's playing until January 2026. And it's a lot of fun. It's a good time. If you want some good vibes, if you want to learn how Live Aid happened, you can go and see it there. Now, I have two different pathways I can go. I can either go down towards like the Gillian Lynn, which could be quite good, or I can head down and go more towards Ambassadors and stuff. I can kind of loop back around in a way that might be my best way to go. But I'm going to make a split decision when I cross this road eventually, trying not to die while I'm doing it. I seem to be edging this way, so I'm going this way, which is towards Gillian Lynn. Okay? I don't know what I'm doing. Does it show? I think it's showing. Oh no.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention to the buses or the taxis. There is so much to think about in a West End scavenger hunt, let me tell you. These are both okay. I don't know what's going on here, because these are both pointless blank taxis. There's a Hercules bus. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm not going to make it. I can see a Disney's Hercules bus. It's a number 98. If it stops at the next stop, I could catch it up. I don't know where it's going. I have arrived at Argyle Street. I do not need to go any further. But I could have probably caught it here. That was foolish of me. We've made our first big mistake.
Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Heading this way. I have a plan for this area though. I know I can find Wicked merch here. That's not that far away. Can I think of anything to do at Matilda? I will do Chicago here. The Cambridge Theatre is where Chicago had its longest run. So this theatre that has now had Matilda here for a really long time. Chicago was here, and in this theatre, Bonnie Langford starred in it. I believe Lindsay Haitley starred in it. Ruthie Henshaw, so many people.
You may not recognise it without the enormous crowds gathered outside, but this is where Evita played its limited run over the summer, and where Rachel Zegler, upon yonder balcony, sang "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina," which is the only thing I could do right now to make this even more embarrassing. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. I think that's enough. It was sort of absent-minded, and I was in continuous motion, but I'm saying it counts. Lion King Taxi. Lion King Taxi. I didn't show it to you, but I saw it with my eyes.
The thing is, Ellie had a plan and she's changed it. Mickey also didn't have a plan, but he has quick legs.
We're chasing it down, we're chasing it down, we're chasing it down. No, zoom. I dropped my London Theatre magazine. Dramatic scenes here on Argyle Street. I will not litter today, I will not be that person.
But that's the Gillian Lynn Theatre, which is currently showing My Neighbour Totoro. Now Totoro is based on a very famous film also called My Neighbour Totoro. I don't know if you knew that. You can kind of make it by the name. But that's based on a very famous film, and that is another point. So my plan now is I'm going to kind of walk up towards the Old Witch, or I could go to where Operation Mincemeat is, at the Fortune. There's kind of like 4 theatres in a weird corner, and I don't know how I quite want to tackle these, and quite what I can get points-wise for these. I think that there may be a poster of a one Miss Carrie Hope Fletcher outside the Aldwych, which is soon to be home of Elf. And if there is one, then Miss Carrie Hope Fletcher is a What's on Stage award winner, which would mean that I would get a whopping 3 points.
I'm walking between 2 theatres right now. I wish that was a task. It's not. But This is the Ambassadors Theatre, where Benjamin Button currently is. And fun fact about Benjamin Button is that this transferred here from Southwark Playhouse. And both versions of Benjamin Button were at Southwark Playhouse. So it has a long history there, and then it came to the West End, to the Ambassadors Theatre. And now, opposite me, is a mousetrap. So let's do this one. So for this, we have to find out what performance number the show is on. And how you find that out is by looking through here. It says 30242. So it's the 30,242nd performance of the show. We were there for the 30,000th. So that's how many performances have happened since the big number, since it hit it. It is the longest running play in the world.
I definitely saw a Lion King taxi. I do not believe I got it in the shot. And I've spent too much time already. How many minutes into this am I? I am already 15 minutes in, and I've only done a couple of tasks. We need to speed up. This is not the fastest way back to the rest of the West End, but this is where I'm likely to find buses, and if I can get on a bus, that makes all of this a little bit more worth it. Of course, it has to be a bus with a show ad on. This is a very complicated task. It should probably be more than 5 points, because we have to find a bus, advertising a show, and then board the bus. Hercules taxi, Disney paying for those ads. It's down there. It is down there. Your taxi you're seeing the back of, that is a Hercules taxi. I'm taking that one. And then as if by magic, I forgot about Hamleys. Wicked movie Lego sets. Wicked movie merchandise. It's not from the second film, but that is okay. It is still Wicked movie merchandise. Also, we love to see live entertainment on the streets. Somebody put that performer in a West End show.
Try not to distract myself too much, because there's a lot of challenges in this list where I need to take like a good look at the streets. Like if I see a bus, I've got to chase after a bus. If I see a taxi, I need to film that taxi. You know, there's a lot of things that I need to keep a good eye on the street for. So I'm trying to like balance my attention of focus on that, think of a pathway, and also try and not drop my camera or something. It's a lot of things to think about. I'm too dainty and delicate for this. There's no artwork on that taxi. There's no artwork on that taxi. It's not good enough for me.
That's another 2 fitters ticked off, and I think we are heading towards Covent Garden. I know there's a tube station poster outside the Covent Garden one, which also means I don't have to go in the station, which is perfect. In this area, I'm going to walk further down, is the Noble Collection. One of our tasks is to find Wicked merch in the wild for the movie, and the Wicked merch has just started to come out for the second film, but the Noble Collection are really handy because they create the merch. So a lot of the stuff that you'll see in many shops, such as the plushes, the wands, all of those replica outfits, are made by the Noble Collection. This is the Wicked merch on display. You can see the plush there, Dulcibert, Dr. Dillamond, Chistery and Brewer, aka the Cowardly Lion, or the Lion Cub. You can see all the merch. I believe this is all Wicked Part 1. I think so. But then the For Good merch should be starting to appear here too.
Where am I going at this stage? I have in a few short moments achieved a lot of 5-point tasks, and I'm a little overwhelmed. If I go this way, I'll end up at the Piccadilly Theatre. What's the highest point task I could get at the Piccadilly Theatre? Oh, for 2 points, I could recreate choreography outside of Moulin Rouge. And I don't know that there's that many shows where I could think of an iconic piece of choreography, but at least at Moulin Rouge, I could try and can, which is going to be hilarious because I can't. Also worth looking for pre-theatre dining. Anything? Nothing. Application for a pavement licence. That doesn't help me.
We are at the beautiful Aldwych Theatre, which is quite sad because right now there's not too much on the outside of the building, but we do have some marquee elements for Elf. Let's see if there is a picture of Carrie Fletcher, because there is her name. Her name is on there, but I'm not sure that counts. I think I need a picture of her, which I'm not sure there is. It's not a problem if there isn't, but it looks like it may be a case where it's not the case here. I think I might be a bit out of luck, but I can claim this for a different one, which is that Elf is a show that is yet to open, and it opens at some point soon, which I do need to find out. Elf opens on the 28th of October, which is really funny because if you wanted to, you could go and see Elf on Halloween. And if anyone does do that, please send me a photo of you at Elf on Halloween, because that is so funny to me and I will never get over how funny it is. Now, if I keep going, and I keep going quite fast, I'll get to the next theatre, which is just down the street, which is very fun and funky and fresh, which is the Novello Theatre. Mamma Mia, which is currently at the Novello, is also on Broadway right now. It is on Broadway at the lovely Winter Garden Theatre. So I can take that one off. I don't know if Maz Murray has ever won a Watson Stage Award. She probably should have. She might have done. I don't know.
I'm going to head towards Virgilian Lynn. I don't know if they've got a sign that says that it used to be the New London, but that would be really handy. If not, I'm going to do this just as a quick. This is where you should go to see the show as a first-time person, because I think this is a good one for it. Oh, I'm going to do this one for my colour. So my colour on this game is green, as is the marketing for My Neighbour Totoro. And I can see it from here, but we're going to walk to the theatre to play there, so Ellie can't say that I cheated. You can see the green already. My Neighbour Totoro, very green. Green's my favourite colour, and I get to be green for these challenges, and so I'm going to take a moment to enjoy the green. This is My Neighbour Totoro at the Virgilian Lynn Theatre. It is, as you can see, very, very green. And how cute.
We now come to the Duchess Theatre, where The Play That Goes Wrong is playing, and this is actually my suggestion for a show that you can go and see as a first-time theatre goer. I think a comedy is always a great shout if you want something light and easy to get into, and I think the comedy in The Play That Goes Wrong is so open and wide, especially if you have grown up in a lot of British farce. This is an absolutely perfect suggestion that you should go and see. That is my suggestion. Do you know what I should have done? I should have done that one for Explain a Play in 10 seconds, because the plot of that is really easy to explain in 10 seconds. But I'm going to turn the corner now, and I'm going to end up at the Lyceum Theatre where Lion King is. This is kind of my pathway. I'm kind of snaking my way around this area here. I've skipped a couple of theatres. I haven't gone to the Fortune. I haven't gone to the Theatre Royal Drury Lane. I'm missing a couple of them, but it's because I kind of looped back on myself a bit. And I want to go down the Strand, so this is probably the best way to go.
Have I got myself turned around? Have I gone further? I am not doing well on walking directly today. I've got the Criterion and Titanic. Can I call Titanic a show based on a movie? Based on it? It is based on it. Ooh, secret walkway. Secret walkway. Helping me recover from my mistakes. This should be a task in and of itself. Oh, look. Wave to yourselves, tiny people in my camera. We have found Moulin Rouge. I'm going to embarrass myself yet again. I don't know how many they do. I'm not recreating the entire number. I haven't the strength for a better version. Head to the Piccadilly Theatre and go see Moulin Rouge, or catch it on its international tour. There you go, unexpected plug. I'm going to cross over to the Criterion Theatre because I've been struck by inspiration and a small amount of perspiration.
Last time I had a really good track record of assigning shows as I went to tasks, and I'm not doing as well this time. I'm not doing as well. I think the easiest thing to tick off here at the Lyceum that I can do is that the Lyceum is a theatre with over 1,000 seats. It's a big one. It's very big. It is one of the biggest West End theatres. So I think if I tick that one off for Lyceum, which I am now on the right side of the street for, Mickey, so you don't moan at me, there you go, I'm right here. I could touch it if I wanted to, which I will, which is losing me time, but I'm petty like that. So I'm going to do it. That's a theatre with, well, it's got more than 2,000 seats, so it's doubly worth those points.
I am finding an image of a What's on Stage award winner, because Lauren Drew, technically no longer in the show but still pictured atop the glorious campy marquee there she is a What's on Stage award winner for her performance in Legally Blonde at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre. And she was the West End's first Céline Dion. in Titanic. Oh, a Theaterland sign. It's all coming together, everybody. All of a sudden. Any specific pre-theatre dining at the Hard Rock Cafe? No. In fact, there are a couple. There is one there for Coventry Street. You see the little red band on the top? That tells you that it's in Theatreland. It's got a little red band that says Theatreland, and it's got the little tragedy and comedy theatre masks there as well. There you go, found one of those, found two in fact.
This isn't defeatist, this is just honest. I doubt I will get to the Palladium for the Don't Cry For Me Argentina moment, because I've gone Covent Garden, which is the opposite side to that, and I need to get to Leicester Square to do all the stuff there, the TKTS and everything. So if I forgo that one, I feel a lot happier and safer. Oh, I can see a Theatreland sign. Perfection. Well, I need to go that way anyhow. So I can tick off one en route to my next location. It's here as well. There are so many Theatreland signs. Once you hit Theatreland, it's everywhere. As well as the West End, there's an area of this part of London that we call Theatreland, and all of those signs have, as you can see right there, the masks. The comedy and tragedy masks to tell you that you're in the theatre part of London. This is separate to the West End naming, but any theatre that's in Theatreland and is large enough is a West End theatre. It's just a different namification. It's like the zone. It's called Theatreland. But you can tell when you're in Theatreland by those signs. This is the Aldwych Theatre. I'm coming down here to see if it's still Tina or not. If it's Tina, I'm going to mourn the loss of Tina. If it's Elf, I think I have to say, oh, it is Elf. Wow, fully Elf. So Elf is based on a movie. It's a musical based on a movie. That's what I'm going to have to do there. It's coming soon. It's going to star Carrie Hope Fletcher and Joel Montague. That I did not expect that to be already changed.
Hercules taxi, that's many points. I think 5. I think that's 5 points. Hercules taxi, that's a taxi with Hercules on it. Great show. I haven't seen it yet. Seeing it in November, so I can't really call it a great show. Does the Strand Palace currently have an afternoon tea? I should find that out. I'm just outside the Strand Palace, which currently is home to a very specific afternoon tea, which is themed around Mamma Mia. They have the Mamma Mia afternoon tea at the Strand Palace. Now, I don't know if I need to get a specific sign, but I don't think there's one up. I'm going to say that should count because they do have it.
I said I was going to go to the Book of Mormon. I lied. I'm heading down instead to His Majesty's Theatre and the Phantom of the Opera, because somewhere nearby someone is doing a Phantom afternoon tea. It's at the Sofitel. Okay, the Sofitel is just around the corner. Is that a holographic poster? Hold on. Hold on to your horses. I couldn't tell. It's just shiny. It's just shiny. It's not holographic. I was briefly incredibly excited. Inside this building is the Rose Lounge, and inside the Rose Lounge is a Phantom of the Opera afternoon tea. I don't know if there's any signage for it outside the front. It might be back at the theatre actually. It might be advertised at the Phantom of the Opera. But you're going to have to trust me. We might be half an hour through, and I have been making costly decisions.
Around here, there is a theatre afternoon tea. But this one is a Disney afternoon tea, because this is a Beauty and the Beast one, which is a musical. The 6th one is right by Soho Square, so I can get to the Soho Hotel, I can do it there. Anyhow, we made it to Mamma Mia at the Novello Theatre. What can I do here? I found it on a weird day. They are changing the scaffolding here. They're changing everything. I did not expect to see this theatre completely covered. Let's find the stage door and offer some advice. Oh no, let's do this. So this show, Mamma Mia, is actually running on Broadway. It's doing a stop at the Winter Garden Theatre, so it's currently on at the Winter Garden Theatre and here at the Novello Theatre. I was going to say that for Operation Mincemeat, but now I can do something else there.
I'm going to have a go at Mickey if this doesn't count, because I feel like this next task is so vague in how it's like set out, but I feel like this should count. Right here behind me, we have the Savoy Theatre, which is named for the Savoy Hotel, which you can very clearly see a representation of. right next door. Does that count? Does that count? I don't know if that counts. But the thing is, I can't risk losing the points. I was hoping Burlesque would still have its posters up, but it doesn't, so I can't mourn Burlesque. But I might be able to find like a poster or something for another show that's closed. That's kind of my hope. Now, I'm going to cross back over the streets and tick off the Vaudeville and tick off some other shows. Adelphi. Adelphi's there as well. I'm losing my mind. I'm too tired for this today. This is not the day to do a challenge. Oh Lord, I'm out of practice.
We are officially halfway through our allotted time. This bus has Les Mis on the front. This bus has Les Mis on the front. I'm getting on the bus. I'm getting on the bus. It's happening. I lied. It's not happening. The bus is not letting anyone on. Ah, it's got Les Mis on the back as well. Go to a stage door. Go to a stage door and offer one piece of stage door etiquette / advice. Okay, so as you're looking at the front of His Majesty's Theatre, on the right-hand side as you look at it, go down that street and the stage door is back over there. We were just there, we just walked past it. And my piece of stage door etiquette / advice, don't block the path of the actors, don't obstruct them. Don't force yourself on them. This sounds ridiculous, but it's been reported. Treat everyone like human beings. In the meantime, I have arrived at the Theatre Royal Haymarket, where Till the Stars Come Down. Still running? It will have closed by the time you're seeing this, but great play. I'm going to try and explain it in 10 seconds. So, it is a chaotic family wedding set in the years after mining closures and the Brexit vote, which very much informs the events of the play. Things get really crazy and family secrets emerge. That is Till the Stars Come Down.
Hercules at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane. This is a theatre with more than 1,000 seats. The Theatre Royal Drury Lane is one of the biggest theatres in the West End. Mickey will put here how many seats it is, but it's over 2,000. It's one of the biggest theatres. It's where all the concerts happen. Yeah, Megan Hilty's performing there next year. They just announced that today, so Drury Lane and like concerts and big vibes is on my brain. So for Operation Mincemeat, what do we do? Oh, that's cute. There's a plaque. It was named after the original in the Barbican where Shakespeare performed. That is a fact I did not know about the Fortune Theatre. So the stage door is there for the show, and also walk past. My piece of stage door etiquette advice is if people don't want to stop and chat, they don't want to stop and chat. They are rushing home, they have reasons. Don't expect anybody to do that. I'm now walking in a square.
Welcome to 6, which is currently playing at the Vaudeville Theatre. And if you look at that beautiful purple logo, that is in the same colours as my challenge colour, which is purple. I like purple. It's a lovely little colour. So many lovely pictures of the queens on there. I don't think any of them are What's on Stage Awards winners. I don't think. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do anything here at the Adelphi, which means I'm so sad. I'm just going to have to keep on going. It's not what I wanted to do. But I think I've done this in a really weird way that I can't pick a specific task for that theatre. Which is so frustrating, but hey, that's sometimes what happens with these challenges. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Harold Pinter Theatre. Nope, that's not where I am. Let's try that again. Harold Pinter Theatre, where the Weir is playing. I'm hoping to try and find some evidence of the former name of this theatre. Used to be called the Comedy. Nope, they've actually got the new name, the Harold Pinter Theatre, up there rather than the Comedy. I suspect the old name used to be right in the middle there, so nothing really that this theatre can necessarily offer us. Instead, I'm going to take a left and head up to the Prince of Wales Theatre for the Book of Mormon. Now, what do I do here? Because the Book of Mormon is playing on Broadway, so I could do that task, but Wales is also a place. I am here at the Prince of Wales Theatre, and if you want to get to Wales, I would suggest heading up that way to Dean Street, getting on the Elizabeth line, taking that to Paddington, and then getting on a Great Western Railway train to Wales. I think they go to Cardiff. That's my travel advice of the day.
I don't know if it's worth me going back to play that goes wrong to do it. I could just carry on. There's more points, I think, down by Leicester Square, and there's more theatres down there as well, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm really surprised I just haven't seen anywhere saying like pre-show meal. I'd absolutely love a pre-show meal section somewhere here. Oh, I need to go to Covent Garden Station anyhow. Just remembered. I didn't even have to go that far. You can see Hercules and the Lion King at Covent Garden Station. have fun.
I'm currently at the Duke of York's Theatre, currently home to Stereophonic. Great play, you should go and see it. It's too complicated to explain in 10 seconds, so instead I'm going to tell you how to get to York. Oh, you need to go to King's Cross. You need to go to St Pancras. You need to go to King's Cross, St Pancras, and you need to go on an LNR. There's an E in it, to go up to York. It's a straight train, it's only about 2 hours. It's not that bad. If you can't tell, I used to live in York. I lived in York for a year, and I'm going to continue down because I think if I go next to No Coward, I feel like I can explain the plot of The Importance of Being Earnest in a very short sentence.
Hopefully you just saw that. I found Hercules and The Lion King on display on the little openings at Covent Garden Station. I forget that they do those as well there, but Disney normally own Covent Garden Station and all the marketing there. So currently it's like Hercules and The Lion King everywhere, and it used to be Frozen. I'm now walking towards Leicester Square.
Here in Leicester Square, there's several of these. They're actually film-inspired rather than stage-inspired specifically, but statues in the Leicester Square area. And Mary Poppins, you are supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Isn't she just? There is also a mural somewhere, technically of Mary Poppins, but it's the late Lady Diana Spencer as Mary Poppins. And had I found that, that's over in Seven Dials, I also would have counted that as Mary Poppins. And possibly there's more places to see the likeness of Mary Poppins in London, especially if you were to head into the Disney store.
Welcome to the No Coward Theatre, currently home, or soon to be home, to The Importance of Being Earnest. 10 seconds. Let's go. The Importance of Being Earnest is a play all about two men who pretend to be called Ernest, and wacky hijinks ensues with the women they love. There you go. That's close enough, and let's head straight down to Theatre Alley, where I can get 2 points, or 2 different tasks here. I'm looking for a holographic poster, and I'm looking for the oldest and the newest show in Theatre Alley. So we have Matilda, Malia, Hadestown's got a couple of years on it now, MJ's got quite a few years on it now, Phantom's quite old, Les Mis is probably going to be the oldest show in Theatre Alley. The newest? I mean, depends what you're counting as new. Because if I'm saying new to the West End, then it would be Importance of Being Earnest. Technically, there's also a show that hasn't opened yet, which is Ghost Stories over there. There's Les Mis, which is going to be the oldest, and Leicester's Mousetrap. Unless I walk down this little bit and there's Mousetrap, and that will be the oldest show in Theatre Alley. I'm going to say that Importance of Being Earnest is probably the newest one, and Les Mis is the oldest. Now, I think they've taken down the holographic poster from here. That is a bit of a nightmare, unless, I think I just missed it. I think it's just up here. Because if you come to this poster, you can see it's one design, and as you walk, it changes.
There are signs for Les Mis everywhere on this street, and I'm sad that that's not at the points because they are everywhere. But hey ho, the lighting I apologise for. The sun is out, which is nice. It is warm. I shouldn't complain, but it does mean I can't see. All these places aren't useful. Uniqlo, TK Maxx, Lush. It's not theatrical.
Meanwhile, I think it's only 1 point, but what's the show of the week here at the newly refurbished and reopened TKTS booth? It is Born with Teeth, which is playing just over that way, or that way, at the Wyndham's Theatre. Two-hander play, intense, a little bit steamy, about William Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe, and an imagined relationship betwixt the two. Pre-theatre? Pre-theatre? No. Why do you hate me? Claude's Kitchen is closed, as in permanently. Perhaps if they'd offered a pre-theatre menu. Pre-theatre? No. A lot of pastas, though.
We are now approaching Leicester Square, which means there are lots of points I can get here, and I need to do this in a clever routine to gain them all. It's like, do I go to the square first to do TKTS and do Mary, and then work backwards to Theatre Alley? Yes. The Arts is there. Is there anything I can do at the Arts? Oh, no. There is. This is a show I think anybody can go to. Choir of Man is basically here at the Arts Theatre. It's just like a lot of songs, big pop songs done really well. It's kind of like more like a gig or a concert. And I know that people that aren't really the biggest musical theatre fans love it, because it's just a fun night out. You can get a drink on stage, you can film, You can actively film short clips during it. It's not taxing, there's not a plot you need to follow, it's just a lot of fun, really good music, really great choreography. I feel I recommend that show. I like it a lot.
This is absolutely based on a film. This is a new production of Mel Brooks' The Producers, based on the iconic comedy film of the same name. Recently opened at the Garrick Theatre, transferred from the Menier Chocolate Factory, and it is very much based on a movie. Here it is, The Producers. Look at that lovely signage up there. I've made the executive decision not to head down to the Strand. I don't think I have time. What I can do is show you a theatre with more than 1,000 seats. The Coliseum here, still having a little bit of a facelift, but home of the English National Opera, recently home of the Great Gatsby musical over the summer. That has more than 2,000 seats. So that absolutely counts. I should get twice as many points, but I won't. Duke of York's is here next, where Stereophonic continues to play. Do we want to do anything? Oh, does this have pre-theatre dining? I don't think so, because it's giving cafe vibes. But we're going to check the menu. No, it's a wine bar. I mean, that's my kind of pre-theatre dining.
Okay, I have two choices now. I can continue on down there to Garrick, but I think I'm going to skip that because I can't think of a task that would work at the Garrick. Unless Andy Nyman is a Watson Stage Award winner, which he could be. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if he is. I'm at one of these theatre ticket shops, and this is a flyer for The Devil Wears Prada. The Devil Wears Prada is a musical that you should go see because it's based on the film, and if you like the film, you're probably going to enjoy it. It's got great performances in it. The cast are spectacular. It's got some great music by Elton John. You can go and see it. There's a flyer. I've pitched it. Now I'm going to continue on this way through down here, past Coldstone Creamery, which won't get me any points, but that's fine. And if we keep on going, I'm going to end up at TKTS, so I can find out what the show of the week is, because that's quite a heavy point and I honestly need the heavy points right now, because I'm not doing that great.
I'm finding a bunch of tasks I hadn't ticked off earlier, so I think when I told you I only had 20-something points, I was lying, and I was doing better than I had feared. Go to a show that isn't open yet and find out when it starts. Well, there is a show at this venue, but there's also a poster for Sheridan Smith and Woman in Mind. I don't know if that counts. It's got to be something I can do here at the Duke of York's. This is not a show I would recommend to a first-time theatre goer. Oh, go to a show whose artwork is the same colour as your challenge colour. Yes, that absolutely works. I mean, this is more of like a burgundy, pinky, but it's red. It's in a red family, and we are going to count that.
We are actually right by Theatre Alley. I will do this first, then I will go to Leicester Square. At the Wyndham's, I will talk about Born with Teeth, the play, because we're going to find a play and describe it. Born with Teeth, which ends on the 1st of November, is all about Christopher Marlowe and William Shakespeare and their relationship, friendship, rivalry that they have with each other. It talks about their sexuality, how they felt about each other, everything like that. It was a very fascinating show, and Shooty Cat was in it. Lighting design, crazy. And this is the one. As you can see when you move around this Starlight Express one, it changes between the different characters. I love these posters. And then the other one we had to do was to find an old theatre and the newest one. And I believe the newest is important to be in earnest because it's not opened yet. So it's on here, but it's not actually running yet. And then the oldest, I've already walked past. The oldest is this way. It is Les Mis, which actually I just realised I'd walked past. And that's Les Mis, which is the longest running musical in the world, which is celebrating its birthday.
It's the enemy, everybody. It's Aeron James. Okay, we're in Theatre Alley. We want to find the oldest and newest shows. Oliver is pretty new, but I think we can probably do better. This is our holographic poster here, that's worth points. Look at that. That's satisfying. Look at that happening.
Talking about shows that haven't opened yet, the importance of being earnest is here. It starts performances on the 18th of September. Yeah, it started performances. I should have done the when does it start performances at Elf. Oh no. Ghost Stories is on there as well, and that's not opened yet. So I will show you Ghost Stories very quickly because that definitely is the newest.
I actually think the newest one is this one, the return of Ghost Stories, currently being covered up by the installed boxes happening here. But that hasn't even opened yet.
That is the newest
That's
one.
on the Gosh darn it. Aaron agrees with me.
I had to say that twice, I just spoiled Mickey's video.
Is Mamma Mia the oldest? No, Les Mis. There you go. Les Miserables, the oldest show being advertised here. Pre-theatre? No. They didn't have a mousetrap, did they? I don't think they had a mousetrap. I hope they didn't have a mousetrap. I'm just going to assume they didn't have a mousetrap. Speaking of which, we have to go to the mousetrap.
Oh, I'm really annoyed with myself. I shouldn't have done the elf one there. I should have gone, when does it open? I thought Ernest hadn't started yet, but now I need to beat Mickey, because I know where he is. This is the first time I think we've ever seen each other. I see a reference to a closed show. I see a reference to a closed show. Not at the theatre, but I see a reference to a closed show, so I can go and mourn it. Yay! Well, no, it's sad, but I'm really happy because I thought I'd ruined that one. I see a poster for Tina. So here's Tina. It's a sign for Tina. I'm very sad it's gone. It's a very good show. It's touring around the UK, and Clueless is in there as well. Both are closed. It's a sad fact, but oh, I see it. I saw a flyer. I need to go and grab a flyer, but yeah, I'm very sad that they're closed, but they're very good shows.
This is a poster for The Great Gatsby, which has closed. It has finished its run at the London Coliseum, which means I'm going to mourn it right now. Here lies The Great Gatsby. He was pretty great as things go. Look at his smile over there. Sadly shot down outside his pool. I'm so sad. I'm trying to shed a tear. I've only got about 10-15 minutes, so I need to pick very carefully. I don't think I'm going to get down to the Palladium to get points for that. But if I can find a good pathway, I want to kind of go past Oliver so I can at least get points there. I feel like I've just wasted a lot of time in this challenge. I could also get Mary Poppins here, but I don't know where Mary Poppins is, and that's the other thing. Mary Poppins has got to be somewhere. I know Paddington's here, but that's not what the challenge was.
Oh, poster in an underground station. The Phantom of the Opera is there, is literally there. Keeping an eye out for West End actors, because now would be a great time to find 10 points. I ran into Aaron. I can run into a 6 queen. This one here, and we will cross the street and go and stand outside of it, is the Choir of Man at the Arts Theatre. And incidentally, this is one of the shows I would recommend to a first-time theatre goer. Great entertainment value, nice and short, easy to digest, and yeah, really easy to enjoy. Thorough recommendation from me. There's a restaurant down there called Le Garrick, I believe, which I'm pretty sure does pre-theatre dining, and this task has been looking at me. Here it is. Look at that. Le Menu, pre and post theatre, and I have to pick what I want. 2 courses, 1975. I need, oh, here we go. Here we go. Le Garrick burger, easy, and entree. Ooh, fondue de fromage, de Clarine. Lovely, lovely. Pâté de campagne maison. Lots of nice options. There you go. Lay steaks as well. Many choices there at Le Garrick, where they offer pre and post theatre dining. We love a restaurant that realises it is in the theatre district. And we love getting 3 more points.
I ran in and I grabbed a flyer so I can say why you should see Hercules. I've not even seen Hercules in the West End yet, but I have seen it in 2 different places around the world. And I can say that if you love the Disney movie and the music of a Disney movie, you will enjoy this. It is a big Disney musical. Disney know how to do a big show, and that is why I think you should see Hercules. And it's one of the most beautiful theatres ever. They have a full merch store for the Disney fans. I fully recommend to see Hercules. And I got a flyer. I'm always nervous of getting flyers on these challenges, but I did it. I see a theatre set menu. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, people are looking out for me here. Theatre set menu at Steak & Company. 2 or 3 courses for £25.50. And there's the steak. What would I get here? Can I find this? Ooh, it's a touchscreen. This is very cool. I want the theatre set menu, and now I can see it. I would get, in an ideal world where everything was gluten-free, I would have a ham and mozzarella croquettes, the sirloin steak, and the chocolate fondant. I bet I can't have any of those, but theatre set menu, and I'm sorry, but Steak & Company, a touchscreen menu that you can peruse the whole menu, click, do stuff. Revolutionary.
The show of the week at TKTS is Born with Teeth, currently playing at the Wyndham's Theatre. So if you want a good deal on that, you can go to there. Now, turns out, the square is closed, but I also don't know where she is. Oh no, she's on the outside. I see her. I'm speeding up my walk now because I'm also running out of time and I need to find a pathway to the Palladium that's not going to take me 5 years. I should have gone to Palladium first. Oh, I bet that's what Mickey did. Mickey went there first. Oh, he absolutely went there first. Here in Leicester Square, just outside, so it doesn't matter that I can't get into the square, is Mary Poppins. Did you know what, babes? You're supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Now, I'm running out of time. See you later, baby. I'm gonna go now. I'm running out of time. Everyone.
I want to go to the Mousetrap. I want to try and find evidence of a closed show if I can. Evidence of a theatre's old name. I don't think I'm going to be able to get on a bus. No one can say we didn't try. Visual representation of a theatre's name. I made up that question. What was I thinking of? The Phoenix. Or the Peacock, but that's miles away.
We are now at TKTS, which you can see right here. This is the official London Theatre ticket booth. There is one in New York also, I think 2 in New York also, but in Times Square and Leicester Square they're kind of comps for each other. But the show of the week is Born with Teeth, the show that I was just telling you about. So right now this week, that is the show that's being featured by official London Theatre for you to buy tickets to, and we'll probably have the best deal, but as you can see, it's all the deals for all the shows in London, not just West End, off West End too. That is your sign to go there and find out what the show of the week is and see what the deals are like. And while we're in Leicester Square, I can go and find Mary Poppins and say that she is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Just practicing that, I can say it quite quickly. Oh, I see her. You can see the umbrella. That's to know where she is. So Leicester Square has many movie statues because this is where most of the London film premieres happen, including Singing in the Rain, which is just there. But Mary Poppins is one of those, and she can be seen on this corner facing the Lego store and the M&M store. I felt like Disney's missing a trick not being here because she's here. But here she is. You can see her in the background there, and she is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'll actually walk up to her because I feel like that's a cheat. So you can say, hello Mary, you're supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Let's go.
I am outside the Sondheim Theatre, currently home to Les Mis, and because I literally can't think of any other task to do here at the theatre, I'm going to very simply hold this camera and recreate the march from One Day More, which is just the will you be strong and stand with me? It's something beyond. I don't know the choreography. Anyway, well, Mickey will not count that. Mickey absolutely will not count that. I could be the flag person. I am still holding this. One day more. That's my choreography. That's my choreography for it. That feels really pathetic, but I've been going around to all of these theatres. No, I know which one I'm going to do. I'm going to say that they have standing tickets, and I'm going to guess they have standing tickets. I'm going to lock in standing tickets at Les Mis, because I see Hadestown, and I do remember a really rogue bit of choreography. Or I could just do the walk. The walk could be really solid and really easy to get. I am just very aware I've only got 10 minutes left. And that is a painting of Oliver. They have this one, and then on the other side, they have Les Mis on the Les Mis Theatre, but I'm going to lock in the Oliver one, because people are less aware that that exists, and that's like newer. So that's the one I'm locking in for that. Now I'm walking towards Punch. I don't think there's anything I can get at the Apollo. I mean, there's either like that weird piece of choreography where she's like right down on the floor, like doing that. Like the one that Persephone does. I feel like that's the best I'm going to do while literally holding up a camera. Like, that's the best I'm going to get of Persephone's weird dancing. So that's what I'm doing there. Eat your heart out.
Right, I'm here at Matilda. Why was I coming to Matilda? Oh yes, this is the Cambridge Theatre, where I first saw Chicago in 2011, 2012, and I saw Debbie Kurup as Velma. She's currently standing by for Vanessa Williams as Miranda Priestley, but I saw her as Val McKelly, and she was great. Life's not very... Why am I walking this way, you may ask? It has occurred to me, in this moment, I was going to go to Les Mis for this, but I don't have to. The Donmar Warehouse sells standing tickets. It's a smaller theatre, but for very popular productions, which so many of them are, you can buy standing tickets and you can stand at the back of the circle. And they often, I believe, seat those people if they have the opportunity. This is the Donmar Warehouse. Come and get your standing tickets. Only 8 minutes remain. They are still playing Matilda at me from the rickshaws, and this was a longer detour than I thought. And I'm going to have to start making some difficult choices, starting with the highest point values.
So we are at Les Mis. The Sondheim Theatre. It used to be called the Queen's Theatre, but I don't think there's a sign for it. And we do a forward step, back step, forward step, back step. Cool. We have waved the flag. I'm waving the flag. So Les Mis and Oliver both have characters on the side of their theatres. And on the side of this theatre is Oliver. There he is. There is Oliver. So now that I've done that, we're going to have to head towards the Prince Edward and head to up now, because there is only 7 minutes left.
Welcome to the stage door of the Piccadilly Theatre. This is the stage door of the Piccadilly Theatre, currently home to the Moulin Rouge. And one piece of stage door advice I would give, I did like being friendly last time, but make sure you got everything out, make sure you got everything ready. Everyone there is waiting, everyone there is, you know, wanting to get home, especially the actors and everyone around there. So have your programme out, be prepared, have pens and everything ready so you can get it done and get it out fast. Okay, I have 6 minutes.
Oh, bother. I walked past the actor Connor Carson, who I don't know well enough to stop him in the street and be like, hello, can you be in this scavenger hunt video? But I should have. What number are we on here at the Mousetrap? 30242 is the number it says in there. Meanwhile, at the Ambassadors, we have a show that isn't open yet. It is Paranormal Activity, and it is going to start for 12 weeks only from the 5th of December. This theatre has had a previous name, because I think for a time it was called the New Ambassadors, and then it reverted to being simply the Ambassadors. But I don't know that there's evidence of that anywhere.
I'm going to walk this way to see. I've got 2 minutes. If I can get towards the Soho Hotel, I can say that that is where the 6 afternoon tea happens. I'm running because I want the points. I see it. And I'm right by Soho Square. So let's run. Here is the Soho Hotel. They do the 6 afternoon tea. You can get the 6 afternoon tea from here. The hotel starts here. So I'm basically in the hotel.
Okay, we are breaking out into something of a small jog. We're going to go Prince Edward, Phoenix, Dominion, at Soho Place, finish line. It's going to make me late, I think. But the points kind of make it worth it. I think I haven't really stopped to figure out all of the mathematics. Here it is. This is MJ, the Michael Jackson musical. It's playing at the Neil Simon Theatre on Broadway, concurrently with the West End production, although this production is ending its run soon. Heading up to the Phoenix Theatre because there are little phoenixes on it. Little phoenixes. And they are there. Little phoenixes, visual representations of a theatre's name.
This is the Soho Theatre. We're going to find out if they do standing seats. It's 46, which means that is the time. This is Soho Square, and I made it just in time.
So it turns out I've walked to the wrong square. I don't know which way to go from here. Do you remember at the start of the challenge when I said my geography's really bad?
I am officially late, and that makes me sad. I am going to be shamed by my competitors. I have never been actually, or maybe I have been late before. Maybe this is not a big deal. But if I am 4 minutes late, then all of this was pretty pointless, actually. Here is the Prada shoe. Oh, of course that's the year, that makes sense. It says, established 2024. We're gonna run back, crossing so much road right now, crossing so much road. I bet you they're both back on time.
I don't know where things are. It's fine. I'm fine. This bag is so heavy. I'm okay.
So Every Brilliant Thing, a play which I absolutely adore, has a rotating cast of performers. It's a solo show. And this performance today is starring Ambika Mod. We know this because the frontage of the theatre is updated with whoever is on that day. I gained 4 points by being late, and I'm currently only 2 minutes late. It might become 3 minutes by the time I get to the finish line. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my god, hey. Oh my god, hey, thank you. I don't know who that was.
Hello, Daz, how are you? Hello, special cameo from All That Dazzles. Hello. We're doing a challenge video. I'm running 5 minutes late, I've lost points. He's not a West End star, which is a real annoyance, because that would have really helped.
Bum, 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 bum. 49. 3 points down. Am I the first one here? Aaron's already here. Well, this is a confusing and anticlimactic finish. Oh, here he is. He's here.
I'm here.
We made it.
Okay, I've stepped into Soho Square at exactly 14:51. 14:51. I'm here. Where are they? My back hurts. Everything hurts.
This was hard.
This was really hard.
The time was hard.
I kept going to theatres and being like, I have nothing to assign points
we
to.
all had that,
Nothing. Yeah, I
didn't get
struggled.
like any of the 5 points.
We have tallied up our points, and I dare say, as often happens, they may be different than the ones we think they are right now by the time I've edited this. But at the time of filming, we believe that Ellie Talks Theatre has
32 points.
that was 32 points, that Aeron James has
57 points.
and I, even after my lateness deduction, have 71.
Wow.
There you go. Medal me.
Can I crown you?
You can. I think we've all done very well, and what turned out to be a very challenging scavenger hunt.
that was really hard.
To get back here, I think was the hardest because Soho Square's
But that's why I said it shouldn't have worked like that. But hey ho.
And yet it did. Here we are, 1 hour later, having thrown ourselves around the West End and hopefully having shown you some interesting things, having learned some things ourselves today, and having had a fun time. Thank you all for watching this scavenger hunt. Comment with what your favourite part was down below, or maybe the choices that you would have made if you were trying to fulfill these tasks, maybe anything that we could have thought of that we missed. And also, this is the most important thing, comment down below with tasks you would like to see us do on our next scavenger hunt in late 2026. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go and follow these two and subscribe to them across social media. You can find them both on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. You can find me on all of those places as well. I have been Mickey Joe Theatre.
I have been Aeron James.
And I have been Ellie Talks Theatre.
This has been our stagey West End scavenger hunt, and we hope as always that you're staying safe and that you have a stagey day. For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my god, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!